Coqfighter kind of came about when we were all living in Melbourne.
Yeah. Tristan and I met on a beach.
On a beach, not in Melbourne, but when we were kids, we grew up together, and then we all lived in Melbourne for a while. We used to go to this place, what's it called? Gammy?
It's called Gammy. Great name.
So we used to go out and have a few dozen beers, and then at the end of the night, we'd be hungry. And this place was open till like 4 in the morning, and it was
a Korean fried chicken place. All they did is, you got like 2 options. You got a plate of like that much chicken, or you got a plate of like that much chicken. And it was like, you know, one flavor or the other flavor, like sweet or spicy.
Yeah.
And you could only buy beer in jugs. That was it. And then, nothing else.
Obviously, years later, we all came to London at different times, and we couldn't find anything similar to that. So we thought, why don't we try and do something similar here?
We were just doing it at home for a little bit.
Yeah.
We looked at we were like, let's go do a market stall, because that was what everyone did at the time. And I think I saw a Facebook advert for The Star by Hackney Downs, and they had an ad up for a new head chef for like a pop-up. So we emailed them, told them that we'd ran loads of restaurants and bars. And
we hadn't.
I'd been a chef for like 10 years. I was only 23, so like, I couldn't have been a chef for 20 years. But they were like, cool, yeah, come in, like, do a tasting.
There was a lot of creativity on our CVs at the time.
Yeah, 100%. We did like pork banh mi's, bao buns.
We did confit duck bows.
Yeah, it was like Coqfighter, but like
tacos for a bit
with no direction. We were just like, you know, like you see something online and be like, that's cool. It's just
always something to try.
And is it collaborations that you do, or do you just do fun shit?
We try and do collaborations, like if it suits and like if we want to work together, it's cool. They're always obviously just like a cool offering rather than an in-house special. It's someone else's, you know, like blood, sweat, and tears mixed with ours to make something quite unique and cool.
The other day when I was here, we had a guy come in who had never eaten a restaurant before, never even heard of us, but came in because he loves you guys. And he had the ramen, and he was like, I need to go and try the place.
Oh, sweet.
You know, I need to go and try the other.
How do you make your creative sauce?
Secrets.
All the secrets.
It's actually like, I mean, normally it's a really simple recipe for like Korean hot sauce. Ours has got like 25 ingredients in it. It's got quite a lot.
The amount of people that just lost their minds on social media came in here like, oh my god, like this is fucking crack. Like, yeah.
The ham sauce that we're dressing the burger is so good.
Our main supplier was Sainsbury's, and Troy would get up at 6 in the morning, normally hungover, and waddle down to Sainsbury's and like buy all their spring onions and all their lettuce and all their chilies, and that was our main supplier for a good few months. It was a messy start, but I think also like it was such an amazing learning curve, you know, like
it was good.
We'd never really run a kitchen or restaurant before, and you know, we just thought, why don't we give it a go?
If you guys were a ramen, what kind of ramen would you be, and why?
I'd be a Tom Moxon ramen.
Why?
Because it's just ginger and sexy.
Fuck yeah.
I don't think I can tell that.
I think it's fair to say all Tom Moxon ramens are sexy.
For me, it just comes down to my favourite ramen kind of style.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I'd be versus what's your favourite ramen.
What is your favourite style of ramen?
Just change things in my
Decided.
Probably Niboshi style. It's like super fishy, but it's kind of fishy in like a super umami, kind of savoury way. Not fish saucy kind of way, if you know what I mean.
Heavy fishy.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that when you get asked about your favourite ramen, you're going to say Maggie.
Yeah, which is maybe. No, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Maggie style and Niboshi style, so yeah. Somehow we just lined up a collab. They came here to London and did.
So they took over one of the sites here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Was it 1 night or 1 week? Or what did we do? A whole week?
We did a week there and a week there.
Yeah. So they came for a week here and did a week in Bond Street.
That's so cool.
A lot of fun.
Troy, we need to find someone in the States to do that with.
I remember just sitting in that kitchen, not sitting, but standing in that tiny kitchen, cooking soups all day. More or less on my own.
Having a good time?
We had,
yeah.
You guys are probably having a different good time, right? He's learning, and then we're like, I'm gonna get it.
It was more the like, why is Tom not up yet? Why is Tom not up yet? Bro, it takes ages. Somebody call him and get him up. He's the only one who knows how to make the broth.
Well, I was sitting in bed.
Yeah.
a friend of a friend ran the store, one of their stores sort of thing. So they said, yeah, go on then, come along. I was like, fine. And yeah, they just showed me all the aspects of making ramen, how they did it. Tiny little shop, 11 seats the ramen shop had.
Wow.
And like, the guy just literally slept there overnight as well. Making soup, yeah. That's what they kind of do out there.
The kitchens are amazing though because it's literally like it's basically staffed by part-time students.
Yeah.
Everything is labelled, so it's literally like that tari goes there, here's the label. It's like that spoon goes there, it is
amazing.
which means that you can have people working in those kitchens that aren't
It's
particularly
different.
skilled.
It's like one follow the guide.
It's fucking great. It's mind-blowing. Yeah, it's really
What
cool.
they have got set up is actually really impressive.
Yeah.
One day, one of our kitchens will grow.
I mean, that's
soon.
yeah, that's the dream.
I love that. I love that so much.
Anyone can
Everything in
walk
its
in.
rightful place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that every restaurant I've ever worked in or been in has like some sort of shit show cupboard. There's just like a cupboard somewhere. It's got like a keg from an old beer supply made years ago. It's got old staff jackets, like 50 umbrellas.
Someone's old chef shoes.
Yeah.
Like, we did 6 months in the pub where it made no money, we had no idea what we were doing, it was like, should we just stop? And then we kind of got good at it. But it was like 6 months of messing it up. You know, I think our food costs were like 50% of sale cost at the time. It was absolute nightmare. And the pub were taking 20%, thanks Rob.
When we opened Soho, that was a pretty big accolade.
Yeah, because after doing pubs, we borrowed some money to open a site with Box Park, and that was like a natural progression. But then to go from that to a restaurant,
like when we got
to
the
do it in
keys,
Soho as well.
Exactly, like when we got the keys to Soho, we suddenly felt like, you know, this is a real thing now. You know, we're not just doing kitchens in pubs. You know, we own a restaurant now, and that was a pretty big step up.
I think that was probably when we first thought it was a real job.
Yeah.
When we got keys to Soho, but also I think we all thought as well that like in 5 years we'll be millionaires because we own this restaurant, and it just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work like that.
Cheers, girls. Who hurt you?
Okay, don't fucking tell me.
Yeah, literally.
Say away.